No, you're out of your
Yeah.
mind. Out of your
She
mind.
the whole time she's constantly questioning herself, questioning everything around her. She so indecisive. Rui knows what she wants and she goes for it.
I like being lied to. Kind of gets me off, you know?
Oh my god!
Hello, fellow weebs and otakus, to another episode of Anime Fix, where your fix for all things anime. I'm Chase.
And I'm Lance.
Hello, Lance.
Hi, Chase.
How are things?
Things are going well. It is the weekend.
It is the weekend. We did miss last week, but we're back full swing to keep going with our string of 1 week on, 1 week off, right?
In the biz, we call it ad hoc.
Ad hoc. What does that mean?
As needed.
As need. Why don't you say as needed? Why say ad hoc?
I don't know. This is what people say.
Like instead of saying workload, we say bandwidth. Is that the same thing?
Yeah, that's another one.
Bro,
Yeah,
I hate bandwidth. It makes no sense to me.
We use
workload.
that term. We use that term all the time. Like, do we have the bandwidth to do this?
Yeah. How's your bandwidth this week? What are you talking about? Bandwidth? Just say workload. Are you busy? Makes no sense to me. What other terms you have, by the way, before we get into it?
So bandwidth, ad hoc.
We never use ad hoc.
But I can't really think. I can't think of anything offhand. Offline.
Offline, yeah. Let's take this offline. Let's take this offline. I hate that too.
Never mind that we're all working through the internet anyway. But you're in a meeting. Oh, we'll take this up or ping me offline. That's another phrase.
Yeah. Set your calendar as free so it doesn't block everyone else's calendar.
Oh, that's it. If you put time, so if you put a time in request, like you're gonna take time off, you want to make sure, you want to mark yourself as out of the office, but you want to if you include anyone on that invite, you want to mark your calendar as still free. Otherwise, it blocks.
Yep.
All the
So what we have to do free for adding people for an invite, and then I do another one just for myself for blocked.
Yep, that's what I did. Yep.
We're living the same life. Same life.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll have a chat someday. All the different corpoisms. I don't know what you like terms that you use.
I have no idea.
I'm just making up a word, but
I just call them dumb. Just speak English. I don't know.
It is English.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think ad hoc is English. It's abbreviation, right?
I think no. Actually, this is so off topic, but let me do it
It's fine. We're only 5 minutes in. Yeah. We got tons of time. I have so many feelings too about this topic we're talking about.
So it originally comes from Latin.
Of course it does. Dead language.
Yeah. You know what the difference between a dead language and an extinct language is? So Latin isn't extinct.
Because people still use it for medical terminology?
Yes. So Latin is still used in certain circumstances. It's what the difference between a dead language and an extinct language is. Dead means that it's not it's not used in the majority of communication, right? Or it's not the dominant language in a social or community aspect, right? Yeah. And extinct language is it does not exist at all. It's not in use. So if you go, you identify, this was a ancient language, but it's not the written portion, the speaking portion, even certain terminology is not used at all, then it's completely extinct.
So hieroglyphics.
I mean, I think that would be. I mean, it's still part of Egyptian, right?
Does anyone use it besides studying?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know what hieroglyphics. I I don't know where that falls in the discussion of like extinct versus dead language. But anyway.
Anyways, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about oh God, I forgot.
Domestic girlfriend.
Domestic girlfriend.
Goodness gracious, Lance. Oh, what do you
I really
think?
like-
I want to know. I want to know.
I really liked it.
What?
Yeah,
Aubrey told
really-
me that you didn't like it.
I know.
She said you were in her chat and you were saying god awful things about it.
No, not true.
Good.
Fake news.
Good.
All I said was it's definitely not the weirdest thing I've ever watched it or read.
Good.
The beginning was a little bit slow, but I think that's
what? It was slow. What do you mean beginning was slow? The first episode?
No, slow like
that was fast. Like 30 seconds in.
Yeah,
done
that was
the deed.
Fast. No, it's slow to get into.
Yes, I agree. The setup's cool.
Setup was
to me.
Cool. Yeah, the setup was interesting. The way that they. And by the way, I blame the parents for this because none of that would have happened. Because if the parents had been, hey son, hey daughters, I'm dating this person, meet their family. None of that probably would have happened.
When, like, before they went to the mixer, before Rui and Natsuo. Sorry, Natsuo.
Yeah, if they were aware of each other, like if Natsuo was aware that Sensei was the daughter of his dad's girlfriend.
Oh, Hina Sensei, and then Rui.
Yeah, Hina and Rui were that probably never would have happened. Never would have happened. Not even crossed their mind.
But then we wouldn't have an anime show, right?
That's true. Yeah. No, I liked it. The only part that really honestly got I say uncomfortable just because not because of what was probably for awkward, probably for a different reason than you would expect, was when Sensei and Natsuo like start dating, right?
And then Rui comes in with the umbrella.
Well, even before that, like the episodes leading up to yeah. So, but the reason why I was uncomfortable was not because he was dating his stepsister. It wasn't even really because he was dating someone who was older. It was because she was his teacher.
Wait a minute, Lance. Let me get one thing straight. You're okay if they're step siblings. I'm cool with if they're older, but where you hang up is the teacher thing?
Yeah, because it's a position of power. She had a...
What about people dating their boss?
That's a position of power. That's
you find that more weird than step siblings?
No, I'm not talking about weird. I'm talking about uncomfortable, awkward, like because of
They're all synonyms, Lance. I get you though.
No, yeah. It's because she was in a position of power over him.
Okay, yeah. So Natsu was only 17 as well.
He's 17. She's 23.
The age of consent is 15.
But that's why I said not even age, right? I'm not even what age of consent has to do with the parents being okay with it.
Yeah.
Right. That doesn't mean that a 23-year-old parents have no clue about what's going on.
Yep.
So, but that's why I said age wasn't the biggest factor. Like it's, I mean, it I don't want to. I'm afraid of how this sounds, but like, the age can be a problem. The step siblings can be a problem, but what is a definitive problem, like without a doubt, is that she is in a position of power over a student.
Yeah.
And she's engaging in a relationship with him, and that was the part that like I was really like bothered by.
Yeah, I feel that.
And was part of the reason why I was rooting for Rui. I was rooting for him to end up with Rui the whole time. I was like, please don't.
question for you. Are you going to read the manga at all?
Probably
Manga's
not.
done. Manga's done. That's a long manga.
I
It's
know,
still
I know
worth it.
Tori told me what happens.
What? Wait, Tori knows? How's Tori know?
She looked it up.
What Tori tell you?
Because she found the first episode too uncomfortable, so she went and read the Wikipedia or the wikis on the.
Oh, okay. So what did Tori tell you?
Ends up with Hina. And say.
Yeah, but you don't understand the journey.
the fact
that
he was engaged with Rui. Natsuo was engaged with Rui, then left her to go back to Hina.
You don't understand the journey that my heart went through because Rui is best girl. Rui is best girl. I
agree, Rui is best girl.
Rui does everything for that stupid idiot. And
now here's my question: is the way they ended the season 1 is kind of on a cliffhanger. I mean, like,
they won't continue it.
Why?
I don't know. When did the anime come out? Yeah, anime came out in 2019. So they won't finish that, I don't think.
I mean, look at Psychopaths. They did that in 2013, and 2 years later they came out with Psychopaths season 2, and then 4 years or something after that.
I don't know. I just don't see them doing anything more. Yeah. I'm glad that you like it, but I really want you to read the manga because the manga is so much better. They don't rush anything. You get to find out really why Rui is best girl. And okay, I'm gonna tell you this right now. And we're not talking about the anime right now, but I have so much passion for this manga. Not really the anime. The anime's mid in my opinion, but the manga, right? The manga. Since you're not gonna read it. So season 1 ends right of the anime, and Hina's quit as a teacher. She moved over or like into another town or whatever, right, to get away.
Well,
right?
She transferred schools. That's what, or are you talking about the manga? Okay, yeah.
No. I'm talking about the anime. So she transferred schools, right? So she did that. She teaches somewhere else. Natsuo is confused, doesn't know what to do, and then it's just him and Rui in a house, right? Mm-hmm. What do you think's gonna happen? He gets with Rui, right?
Yeah, of course.
After months of self-loathing.
Why would she take him back? Why would she take him back after all that bullshit? No, you are too good for this world, Rui. You deserve someone better.
Rui is too good. It's always the short-haired girls that are too good for the main character. It happens in Rent a Girlfriend. It doesn't happen in Bunny Girl Senpai. Bunny Girl Senpai is perfect, but in almost all the other ones, it happens in RE0. It happens in RE0. It's so frustrating every single time. Short-haired girl is usually best girl. But anyways, so it takes off right then and there, right? And then this dude is self-loathing for like 3-4 months. Rui's always by his side, and they get close and they start to get together, right? And they date from almost the beginning of the next chapter arc, right? They date from there all of the way until Hina's accident. The entire time, the manga is not about the anime shouldn't be about because it leaves on a cliffhanger, but the manga is about Natsuo with his writing, Rui with her cooking, and their relationship. That's what it's about. And the author, what's your stupid name? He just messed it all up, and it's so frustrating. You messed it all up. So I do not accept that ending. I hate that ending. It's ridiculous and stupid, and everyone that is a fandom of this manga, Domestic Girlfriend, is total agreement. And if you do not agree with me, you are dead wrong. 100% dead wrong. Whoever thinks Hina is best couple or best ship, no, you're out of your mind. Out of your mind.
The whole time she's constantly questioning herself, questioning everything around her. She so indecisive. Rui knows what she wants and she goes for it.
He does. And I want to tell you something else about the manga, right? I know we're supposed to talk about the anime, but I'm such on a tangent right now that I need to talk about this. So
go ahead, keep talking. I'm listening. I just gotta step away for a second, but I'm still got the mic on. So
all right, go ahead. I was gonna say, totally forgot. Oh, so Rui does this. So Rui's really into cooking. You see that in the first season of the anime, right? So when she is cooking and like it's always it's always so well prepared, so good because you find out that Hina and Rui's actual dad, biological dad, he's a cook. He owns a shop, right? So Rui always helped with that shop. And you find out that the guy that cheated on his wife.
Oh, that guy's a piece of shit too.
Which
for
one?
what he did.
Oh, for like the one with Hina or Hina and Rui's dad?
One with Hina.
Yeah.
That guy's a piece of shit too. Yeah.
They make him seem like he's not, but he is. Now, Hina and Rui's dad, he did the same thing on accident, just like the other guy. But like, it, the manga makes it so you can't hate the dude. You really can't hate him, man. They go through a thing with Rui and her dad because Rui really hates her dad because of what he did to the mom, right? But then she starts working at his place, right, and everything, and then she gets an offer to go overseas to train in Italy. And then Natsuo is being an okay dude at this point. Is like, you have to go, but she's like, what about you? I want to be with you. So she goes overseas.
Go
right?
away so I can sneak off
know.
to see Hina.
I know. No,
Sleazy.
So Hina and him, they don't do anything at all while Rui's gone. Hina is like wanting to do things because Hina still has very like a lot of feelings for Natsuo, but Natsuo stops himself and he's like, no, I'm in love with Rui. I don't want you, which is so frustrating because at the end he's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna leave you now. Yeah, I think Hina's better. No, the whole lead up. Okay, anyways, I'm just ranting at this point.
No, you're fine. No, I total agreement. Like even without reading the manga, like I get that feeling.
Yeah.
From the anime, that's how that would have
Rui's
progressed.
so much better, man. But like, she goes overseas, and then there's this freaking American dude that likes Rui, right? But Rui's like, no, I love Natsuo.
I love Natsuo. I'm gonna stay faithful to him.
Yeah.
This
and
little piece of shit.
And then you find out towards the end of all these back and forth things, and like they're still together the whole time, which is perfect. Rui gets pregnant by Natsuo, right? Do you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Rui gets pregnant by Natsuo. And then they plan on getting married anyways. The parents find out. Obviously, the parents find out about Hina and Natsuo at the beginning, and then towards the end, Hina finds out first. Hina's really sad, but she understands, wants them to be happy. And then the parents find out. Parents are really confused, don't understand, think it's their fault, which it is. And then they're like, all right. But the parents confused because like, wait, you like Hina first? Now you like Rui? I don't understand what's going on. So then they get the blessing. They're playing the wedding and everything. There's a stalker that stalks Hina. And the stalker, no, he doesn't stalk Hina. He stalks Natsuo. Yeah, I think he stalks Natsuo. I can't remember. I think this girl likes Natsuo, but the guy likes the girl that likes Natsuo or whatever. But like he goes to run Natsuo over. Hina pushes him out of the way. Hina gets hit by the car, right? She's in a coma. You're not going to have a freaking wedding with the sister of the girl that's in the coma. I would, but that's just me. But she's pregnant, right? Rui is. So she's in the coma for like 12, 17 years, right? So
wait a minute. Did she give birth from a coma?
No. Rui's not in the coma. Hina's in the coma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry. So it's Rui and Natsuo together, and then Hina's in a coma. Natsuo feels so guilty, which he should.
I want to interject real quick. I at first, early on, I really liked Natsuo because there were several opportunities where he had to take advantage
Oh yeah.
Of some because all the other girls that wanted to get with Natsuo. So you got the
Which I don't understand.
huh?
Which I don't understand.
Why they want to get with him?
Yeah.
You have
Worthless.
the one girl who like is like really smart, but when she gets a boyfriend, she gets all super obsessive with the boyfriend.
Yep.
He had an opportunity for that, turned it down because he realized she was lonely. Right, and then the other girl, who's head of the literature club,
Yep.
had a chance to get with her, turned that down. I forget the reason why.
Probably because of Hina.
Probably, but ultimately, all this is stuff like you think he's because he's genuine with each of these people, but it's really just like, nah. It's like that Drake meme where he's got his hand up for that,
Yeah.
and then like smirking for Hina. That's
Yeah.
what
You're
the
not
whole thing.
Hina-chan.
Yeah,
Hina-ni.
yeah.
But so she's in a coma, right? So it's so frustrating because they postpone the wedding. They don't get married. Natsu and Rui. Rui gives birth, and there's this weird freaking dynamic where it's Natsuo, Rui, and their daughter living in the same house together, not married, not dating anymore, not doing anything. They're just raising a kid together. Hina is in another room in a coma for 12 years while they both take care of her. I gotta assume that Natsu and Rui were doing things for 12 years.
Yeah.
And you're in love for this whole time. You have a kid together, but then one day Hina wakes up from a coma 12 years later. 12 years later, what? Okay, so then Natsu is like, I gotta marry her. I feel so guilty. I gotta marry her. What? And Rui agrees, and Rui agrees, and I'm like, Rui,
Have a child
no,
together.
you have a child
No.
together. No, like that's not even the point about having a child together. You've been with
I
this
know.
guy.
Yeah.
You've been with this guy 10, 12 years, right? Obviously, you guys love each other. You're about to get married, but you're gonna get with Hina because you feel guilty? No. Just because you started off the anime one way doesn't mean you got to end it the same. It's all frustrating, man. Just frustrating. I wish I would have just stopped where it stopped, where I was happy, and then I either just stopped or read the fan fiction. But anyways, that's my tangent. So frustrating. What do you think about um the part where Natsuo broke his leg in the anime?
uh,
That was funny. Where like he can't go over to Hina's and really has to take care of him, and
yeah,
she's
like
always
casting.
she's always like, I've already seen it.
Yeah, I thought that well, okay, so more than anything else, the thing that I was really bothered by with that is the line that he did. Like, I'm going over to a friend's house.
Yeah, that's so frustrating. Like he's always putting that dude, his best friend for
First
say,
off, if you're gonna
under the
lie like
bus.
that, you don't like not tell the friend that's what you're doing. You make sure to like say, hey, by the way, cover for me. I'm going to be doing this other thing.
Yeah, you gotta
Right.
let him know. All right.
By the way, his friend is I found to be a super weirdo, right?
Oh
Like
yeah,
when he went
super
through the
weird.
whole like I know how you feel. I see all these women all the time complaining about their significant others, and I think to myself, they should be with me. And I get so mad that they're like, bro, you're not even like listening. All you're hearing is I don't even know what you're hearing, but
I don't know what you're hearing. You're not even listening to the conversation.
you're not even listening to the conversation. You just see that they're sad. You're like, I could treat you better. You don't know their circumstance. You don't know the situation. You don't know what they need. You're lonely. You're pathetic and you're
Yep.
lonely.
You know, one of the other characters that are my favorites is the it's not a
Is it
bar.
Marie? Is it
The it's
Marie?
the maid cafe owner or like the cafe
Marie.
owner.
Marie.
What's his name again?
Marie.
Marie.
And well, he always said in the anime, he's like, call me Marie. But okay, I found casting him as a former Yakuza boss.
Masaki.
He prefers to be called Marie.
Whatever, Masaki. Anyways, what do you say?
I found that throwing in that, like, oh yeah, I used to be a former Yakuza boss,
Yeah.
was a little bit like, okay, that's out of left field. It's sort of, but I maybe it was done to emphasize the struggle of choosing what you want versus what you think you should do, because how he fell in love with this other dude from like a rival gang,
Yeah.
or a rival family, and he chose to be with him over, being in the Yakuza.
Bro.
And so
yeah. Go ahead, I'll let you finish.
I was to say, so I could see how, if you're using that as like, before I learned that, I thought, okay, why did you have to like make him a former Yakuza? Like, there's no point to that. But I could see how you're trying to emphasize the sort of like distinction between honor and duty and personal feelings and choice, and so it helps to mirror the struggles of Natsuo and Rui and Hina and everything like that. So I really enjoyed it. But at first I was like, this is ridiculous.
Me too. But really cool about that part is it gets a lot deeper into his backstory, and you see like the struggles he went through and like how he had to make that decision. And then you also get to see him fight, which is super cool. He's super good at fighting.
Really?
Oh yeah.
What,
former Yakuza boss.
I mean, like, did we get this? I mean, really, and then we got to see him fight. Like, do we see him fight from the Yakuza point of view, or do we see him fight as the cafe? Okay, both.
Yeah, when he fights as the cafe person, it's hilarious because he's all like,
is he showing his ass like he did in the anime?
No, but like he's well, he's not really flamboyant, but like he's
flamboyant.
I know, but like when he's fighting, he like flips a switch, kind of. So it's different.
I found it kind of odd, or not odd, but weird that he was so comfortable walking around with his bare ass showing in everything in that festival.
Yeah.
But because I couldn't understand why he was dressed that way. Like, I know, like I've seen, in like wrestling matches, like in sumo wrestling matches, similar sort of garb that they wear, right? But I couldn't understand why he was dressed that same way at a community festival.
It's just him. It's just who he is.
It's just him.
Okay. He's being himself instead of trying to be someone he's not, I guess.
That's fair. Yeah. Hey, though, he went to a bathhouse.
Yes. Do you know why?
Why? Because you told me, talked about tattoos, and you can't go into the bathhouse because
he's former Yakuza, and like he knows the owner of that bathhouse. So since he knows them and grew up with that person, they let him in.
Okay, but what if he was a former Yakuza who didn't know the bath owner? Would he still been able to?
No.
Okay, so that's the only reason he can go there.
Yeah, it's everything in the world. As long as you have connections, you're good.
That's the moral of the story. It's not what you know or what you can do. It's who you know.
It's who you know. It's all it comes down to is who you know.
That's so depressing.
I know, it really is. But I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, and the part that and where a lot of people might find it uncomfortable, I kind of saw it in the same vein of with like B-stars, and how like people find the fact, you see these anthropomorphized creatures that in this story, these animals in the story. But I saw it as a way to like emphasize the characteristics of each of those in the story, that wouldn't be as good if it was just a normal person, right? And so like in this story, I saw in the same light the fact that they were step siblings. It'd be totally different if they were actual siblings.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But being that they are step siblings that had no knowledge, it's not like they grew up as step siblings and like engaged in a relationship. They had no knowledge. They had already had feelings for each other and relations with each other before they even knew that their parents were like dating, right?
Yeah.
And I saw that as a semblance to sort of emphasize the struggle that they're going through with internally with who they want to date, who they want to be with, what public perception versus personal choice, all that kind of stuff. I thought it was very good. It was well done.
Yeah, I think so too. Glad you like it. Surprised that you liked it, but
yeah, definitely not the weirdest thing. I've read far weird. I told you.
I know.
I won't talk about it here.
I know.
But this is nothing. This is straight up nothing. Like,
yeah, I know. Favorite character, obviously Rui.
Favorite character is Rui, 100%.
Yeah. So quiet and timid, but knows what she wants.
I kind of saw a lot of myself in Rui.
What?
Yeah, so how Natsuo, so she comes off as kind of,
Did you pine for Tori like for months on end?
No.
All right.
And neither did Rui. Rui went for Natsuo the first day that they met.
That's true, I guess.
But no, I said, so she's very like direct, and she says some she sounds very unfriendly, but she's really just so like socially awkward, doesn't know how to talk to people, and I strongly identified with that because a lot of times I say things that come off as callous or unfriendly, and really I just don't know how to communicate.
Yeah. That's
but
fair.
you know that all too well.
What do you mean? I think you're very approachable.
Yeah, I
More
know.
so than your wife.
Yeah, but we've talked about that. That's because you you can't stand not knowing where you stand with people. Like, you can't handle not knowing where you stand with people, and because I'm so upfront and so vocal about how I'm feeling in a moment, that makes you comfortable. Just like your wife. Your wife's the same way.
Yeah. It really makes me comfortable whenever she goes into a panic attack and has super bad anxiety. Bro, I'm looking at the Wikipedia for domestic girlfriend. Look at Hina's description. It's only one sentence. The sentence is, and everyone else has like multiple sentences. Hina is a high school English teacher who eventually begins a relationship with Natsu, one of her students, who is also her stepbrother. Leaves it at that.
Yeah, it doesn't paint. I mean, but
it doesn't paint a great picture at all.
It does not paint a great picture of her, but that is really all you can say about her. Like, because
she has no hobbies besides drinking.
She's an
alcoholic. She's an alcoholic.
Yeah, she's an alcoholic. She has no talents.
She has no talents.
Like, outside, I mean, I can't even say the quality.
She has no talents. She's not good at teaching.
She was that was her first year of teaching professionally.
Yeah, and she messed it up. She messed it up big time. You know what Rui's hobbies and talents are? Cooking, being considerate, being kind, being there for her boyfriend, and being best girl. Being best girl.
But yeah, Hina is just not a great person, and going back to her, she's not a great person. I said that, but going back to her relationship with the guy who was married, right? Yeah. The same thing that she was doing to Natsuo happened to her. A teacher took an interest, in consideration, spent some time, and then they ended up being in a relationship together. Another position of power, taking advantage of oh god, I can't think of the word, but like a student, not influent. Is it influential? No, it's no.
Grooming?
Not grooming. That's
manipulated.
No, but a student who is able to be influenced easily.
Manipulated.
No, there's a different. I'm thinking of a different
word.
when you're a sponge. No. When you're a sponge, like you're whatever. It's not important.
Naive.
That could work, but
Soak.
huh?
What is soak?
She is a student that is easily influenceable by a person in a position of power. And he took advantage of that power to engage in a relationship with her while he was married, right? And then led her on and said, "Oh, I can't." Oh, and what happens after she dumps him? Then he gets a divorce. Okay, you couldn't for the year and a half, 2 years that you were involved with her. You couldn't get to leave your wife that you weren't happy with for this girl. But then the moment she breaks up with you and stands up for herself, then you're like, okay, well, I guess now I can leave her. Like, come on, dude. Like,
and then you play it off like, I didn't do it for you. I did it for me.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad about that.
Yeah. He's not a good person. What did you think about the English teacher? The literature club.
Oh yeah, I like him. He's cool.
I like him a lot too. I found him though.
Yeah, he's not Hina. He doesn't do those things.
I found though the one scene where he's like, "You both are writing about romance," and he goes, "But you guys don't have experience with romance. Kiss each other right now." I was like, "Whoa, this is some really And then she was ready to do it, and he was like, "I can't do it."
Was it Rui? Right?
No, it was the. I don't remember
it was the
literature club head. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember because it's been a little bit. Rui joined literature club and wrote something, and it did better than Natsuo, right? Yeah.
And he shows
I was
up
so
as like,
happy.
I want to be your apprentice. Teach me everything you know. And he's like, do you want to be a novelist, or do you just want the title of being a novelist?
But then I was so happy when that happened. I was like, you suck, Natsuo. Why even try when Rui's better at you than everything?
Well, he did. His breakup with Hina, he poured his heart into that story, and he ended up winning an award for it and like lots of money.
Yeah. Later on, he becomes a really famous and popular author. It's so stupid. He shouldn't deserve that. But anyways, it's fine. It's all fine. And then it was funny at the very, very end of all this stupid Hina stuff. You know what gains him even more popular? Stuff like he becomes even more popular. He writes about this whole experience,
and he calls it.
I'm assuming he changes the ending though, because no one's gonna like that ending.
So does he name it Domestic Girlfriend?
I have no idea.
And that's
remember.
What if who wrote Domestic Girlfriend?
His name is Tatsuya Takahashi.
What if?
Oh no. Kei Sasuga is the manga. The anime is different. Kei Sasuga.
What if this was a biography based on true, or what if this is about his life story?
I'll call up Kei right now and tell him he chose wrong.
I hope you're happy with your wife, because she sucks.
Man. What's so funny is Rent a Girlfriend is very similar to this.
Is it?
It's not done yet, so I don't know how it's going to end, but I hope it doesn't end this way. It probably will, but who knows?
Let's see here.
You know what's funny? Rui, the short-haired girl in Rent a Girlfriend, guess what her name is?
What is it?
It's Ruka. Very similar to Rui, huh?
Yeah. Almost like it was panel for panel, written to be the same.
Frustrating, that's what it is, Lance. It's frustrating.
Okay, I found Kei Sasuga's wiki. I'm going to see if there's... Oh, it's a she.
Oh, she chose wrong.
Yeah. I mean, if it wasn't obvious, like the picture.
Yeah.
It says use K. So it's her pen name.
Yeah.
So what if? Oh, so what if this author is actually the novelist?
She's Rui.
Huh?
She's Rui.
She's Rui.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like the teacher. But yeah, this could be. I mean, ooh, we got some lore to dig into.
It's like Erased.
Erased was great.
She woke up from the coma. He woke up from the coma and wrote a novel.
Anything else you want to rant about? Talk about?
No, I got it all out. All out. I feel better now. I told this to many people.
But yeah, tell your wife that I did not hate it. I actually liked it a lot.
Good.
I don't like it. I didn't like it enough to read the manga.
Would you rank this higher or Toradora higher?
Ooh.
I know my answer.
Ooh. I think that's a good question. Don't know. I'm gonna say Toradora, but only because I'm
right.
I'm more interested in reading the manga Toradora than I am the manga for Domestic Girlfriend.
I agree. You made the right choice. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that was tough. They're both very good. I think
we got to do a top.
We gotta
rank. Yeah, we're gonna rank soon.
But yeah, I really like it. I don't know what. Nice. Yeah.
So I picked the last one. I think it's your turn to pick.
Ooh, let's see. What's some cyberpunk anime?
You're running out. There's not a lot of them. Force me to watch whatever.
How about Ghost in the Shell?
Okay. The movie?
Yeah, we can watch the series.
Is there a series? I thought it was just a movie.
There is a series on Netflix. It looks like called Ghost in the Shell. SAC 2045. I wonder if the movie is important to watch first.
Well, a movie is a classic, right?
The first season premiered exclusively on Netflix in 2020. It received generally negative reviews with critics.
Yeah, the 1995 Ghost in the Shell is.
Yeah, I hear it's top tier.
Top tier, yeah. It looks like it's like really high. You probably like that better. Plus, it'd be easier for you because it's a movie.
Let's see here. Ooh, what is this? Texanolis? I can't even say that. Gangs wage a war in an experimental city deep inside the Earth. 22 episodes.
For what? Ghost in the Shell?
No. It's called Texanolis. I can't. I'm not sure how to say the name. It was in 2003.
How many reviews did it get? Or did it get good reviews?
Let's go to my anime rank like we did that one day.
I heard Lane is really good.
We do that too.
Serial Experiments Lane.
Did we tell everyone how Dragon Ball ranks so low?
I think so. Last time.
I can remember.
Pretty much one of the most confusing animes out there. That sounds right up your alley.
Which one is it?
Lane. Serial Experiments Lane.
Oh, that was the next one. We could watch that. I love a good mindfuck. Okay, so it is ranked 976.
Which one?
Popularity, the Tex Honolulu's. Just the Tex anime.
I know one. Cowboy Bebop.
That one? Ooh, we could watch Cowboy Bebop.
It's a.
I know.
Space Western.
kind of want to watch Lane now because you said it's one of the most confusing.
That's what it said. I don't know. I know nothing about it. I've never watched
How
Cowboy
about-
Bebop. Have you noticed that? It's weird.
Huh?
I've never watched Cowboy Bebop.
Neither have I.
Hmm.
Let's see here. How many episodes is Lane?
I have no idea.
13 episodes. Let's do Lane.
Okay, it's because it's less.
Yeah, I wanna see you struggle to follow.
Bro, I'm gonna struggle so hard to follow. What do you mean?
Where can we watch it?
I don't know. Funimation looks like.
Cool. Let's do it.
Cyberpunk psychological genre. Wow. What's it even about?
We're gonna find out when we watch it.
Okay.
Lane features surreal and avant-garde imagery and explores philosophical topics such as reality, identity, and communication. That is so up my alley. So up my alley. I recognize any of the voice actors. Wonder if any of them.
Oh yeah. So the anime man, this guy I watched named Joey, he says I thought so, but he said this is one of the hidden diamonds to higher end enthusiasts and hardcore fans. Huh.
Really?
I didn't know that.
I'm looking up the ranking right now. So it's ranked 497, popularity 254, score 8.07 out of I guess is it out of 10? Right, yeah, the rank is 8.07 on the list of all animes. Let's do it.
Sounds good.
Serial Experiments Lane. I'm so looking forward to this. I'll probably watch. I'm gonna binge it all today.
Sounds good. I'll get started on it. I am going on vacation. I'm on vacation now. We're going to Florida, by the way. I will bring my computer so we can record.
Right, perfect.
Perfect. Alrighty. We will catch everyone next time when I watch this anime that I have no idea what I'm watching.
Bye.